Okay, so this is a video overview of the Antioch Sheffield website and the various different aspects to it, and how it's put together and why it's put together in the way that I have done that. So this is the sort of homepage landing screen. This is what you'll come to when you first go to the website, at least the editing side of things. And this is your main navigation menu. So different sections here lead you to the different bits that we need to go through. So I'll go through them all. Hopefully I won't miss any. First of all, we've got our pop-ups. So this is one of them. Then we also, when we visit the website, have a subscribe to the newsletter pop-up. And these can be found in the marketing tab. So you've got here engagement, promotional pop-up, and announcement bar. The announcement bar is this up here. We can edit that, edit the content, and change where it links to as well. And then the promotional pop-up, we can design, there it is, we can design how it looks, change its content, change where it sends to as well. So that's all under the marketing thing. There are a bunch of other options here that I actually haven't used, but it might be worth looking through them. Next we have where to change all these socials stuff. So this is in your settings and then socials link. So like we removed Twitter from it recently, we could add another social link to this if we wanted this to by default show us the different socials. So yep, that's in settings and socials links. This is also where we find the billing and account details and various other advanced settings. We've got the design section. This is where we change the look of everything, so where we decide what buttons look like, what the text font is, what the text color is, and that kind of stuff. So we can change the logo and the title of the website. So the logo is here. This is all the when you're on your browser, when it appears in tabs, that kind of stuff. The template, don't touch this. Don't change it because it will mess up the whole website. Site styles, now this is where all of this intricate information is sort of saved, so that we can change font sizes, colors, positions, that kind of stuff. And it filters itself when you click sections. So say I click this, it'll show me which bit I need to change what this looks like. So that's where all the design work is saved. And then there's a whole bunch of different pages as well that we can do. Certain pages have what I've added as custom CSS. So this changes certain parts of the website very specifically if I want them to be different to default. Footer block middle, for instance, is one of these, and this is changing the paragraph color and font size specifically, because I couldn't do that manually through the design thing even. Okay, so that's all the setting stuff, and now we've got the general design of the website and how it's put together. So here's the home page, and on the left here you can see every page that is currently put together. Here we have our primary navigation. Anything in this section will appear on this header bar. So we've got our home page, that's this, and then we have different folders that have links to the different pages that we have available on the website. So these are all just folders of links to pages. Whereas the homepage one, this is an actual example of a page. It's called if I go in here, it's called an index because it is made up of several sections, and the reason I've done that is if you see here we've got the banner. Now that is this top section. The banner is this image with the Passion for Jesus phrase and the two buttons, and then the content is everything down here. Now that can all be done in just one page, but one thing that is quite nice here is if I want to add, say, some news or an alpha banner, so these are all the different banners I've added, what I can do is say, let's drag the alpha one up. So we can drag this up, pop it in the middle. Now it hasn't appeared because if you see it's grayed out, that means it's currently deactivated, but we can enable this page. If we hit save, it will add the alpha banner between the top and the content. And so that's why all of these are indexes rather than individual pages. It just allows a little more flexibility in the sections that we add. And I keep this around, I don't delete it, I just save it, deactivate it, and then pop it at the bottom. And this will let me very quickly add in an alpha banner, if we do alpha again, or the Easter one, or if we've got roads that are closed, then we can do that as well. So that's each page is actually an index. So if we look here, we've got Antioch Online, and we've got this is just a link to Antioch Online. So if we see down here, we actually have the index for Antioch Online, and that again is made of a banner and this online content Zoom page. So we can have a look at that. So again, we've got the banner, the big logo at the top, and then this is the online content Zoom page, is this white background part. So this is very specifically for the Zoom services that we've been doing recently. I do have down here somewhere, or was it at the top? Oh yeah, there it is. Online content. So this one looks like this, and this was uploaded specifically for when we are when the church is open every Sunday. Yeah, so that's how all the pages are put together. So they all have this banner and the content. Some don't. Certain ones I haven't done that for. The essential information page just looks like this. I didn't think it needed a banner, so it is just the essential information. So some pages don't need this, but if you want the top image, which is quite nice, I do this index. So to generate a new one of these, I usually do it in the not linked, so I don't show it to the world accidentally. We hit the plus and go to index, and that will generate me a new index. We can call this whatever we want, and then we can add a section, and here we just add a blank page, and if we go to the settings, we can change this to, let's call it test banner. It's keeping in theme with how I've done everything else. So this is how the standard format I use, and then we can edit this, and so edit the banner to say, I don't know, test banner. We can change that to say heading 1, and there we go. So that's how we do that, and then you would add another section for the content. You could, if you really wanted, you could just have individual pages. So this page can have this, and then we can say add there it is, add a text block underneath here, and we could build up the page like that, so we wouldn't need this index system, but I find it's quite nice. So on the topic of putting pages together, essentially everything you can include on a page is underneath this plus. We've got all the basic things: image layouts, galleries, summaries, random stuff, social blocks, that kind of thing. So if it isn't in this list, you probably can't do it. There are certain things that are only available on the higher plans, which we currently pay for. But if you move down to one of the lower paid plans, you would lose some of this. You'd also lose the top bar here, the joining worship team and stuff as well. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Just a last thing is, this is the podcast. I have a separate video that explains how to add a new one of these. The podcast page itself that most people will look to is called Sermons, and that is this one, and this updates automatically. So the most recent one here is the most recent post to the Antioch Podcast blog. So yeah, that should be everything. If there are any questions, feel free to send me a message. But that is the website, how it's constructed, and where all the different options are to make changes.